Hello and welcome to a brand new episode of the Patreon exclusive edition of Black, White, and Red All Over. I'm Victor Dandridge.
Ryan Seymour.
And we are rounding it off. Magic Order number 6.
You're safe for a while because we won't review another Magic Order for a while. So just bear with us.
No mo. But we had to do this.
Yeah.
I mean, our producer really made a great point. He was like, "We've done every issue. How do we not do this one?"
Yeah.
And he's absolutely right. Like he's 100%. Okay, so weird thing. When I was coming in, you guys had already put the books up on the wall. So the first book that like called to me, not even a joke, was Magic Order. Like because okay, here's the thing: when they put them up on the walls, because we're doing this on Tuesday, you actually have boards that are covering up
So
what the
you,
books
so
are.
you can't see, so nobody can walk up,
Yeah.
peruse, or look at covers or anything. It's all a wall of boards.
All walled up. So literally, it called to me like a siren, and I was like, "Hello." Oh, is this Magic Order? Oh, well, yes, I'm going to read that. Don't mind if I do. Okay. Mark Millar, Olivia Colpiel. I love them.
Where we pick up is Cordelia and her siblings were trying to spring a trap on Albany, but we find out that the trap is actually them.
Oh, is it ever? Yeah. Is it ever? Gabriel has been working with Madame Albany the entire time. He was the Venetian.
Yeah.
The party responsible for killing everyone, including their father.
Yeah.
Including their father.
Well, his reasoning, in a way, makes sense because his father and their family would never have gone to the steps to bring Rosetta, his daughter, back from the dead, and Madame Albany is making that offer.
She's like, "Look, you help us take over the Magic Order, and the book that you need to do this is yours.
Yeah,
done deal. Yeah. I got you."
What I love on the cover, is the Venetian's like his shadow and fight like a girl, which is just.
I mean,
we'll get to that.
Please and yes.
Yeah.
So here's the real of it all, and we kind of talked about this last time. Was the scales here? Gabriel is weighing the death of his daughter, which he feels overtly responsible because he left his wand out.
Yeah.
That's what happened, and we kind of see more so than we ever did before that it really wasn't even just his kid.
Yeah, there were other kids because Rosetta was just showing off.
Yeah,
and.
Hey, look, my dad's a magician. He's got this wand. She's showing off, and she calls down lightning.
Yeah.
And it kills her and 2 other kids.
Yeah.
We never even saw that there were other kids involved in this situation.
Yeah.
So you see, like, outright, this man is so focused on his own loss. Like, what? Because how do you explain? Okay, if they still live in the same house, how do you explain that his daughter would have come back versus anybody else's?
Right.
Dude,
he's not even thinking of the ramifications.
He doesn't care.
Yeah.
That's how far he is in his grief about his daughter. He does not care about the stakes about the rest of the world.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Can you call that guy bad? Can you?
No, as a parent, I totally get it. Like the links that in a world where magic was possible, the links I would go to protect my kids and bring them back.
Huge. Pet cemetery. Bah! Please.
Yeah.
Sunday visits. Let's go. And I think that's the beauty of it. Like as he has boiled it down, this is the only way to solve his problem.
Yeah.
He needs his daughter back. He wants her back. His wife wants her back. Like this isn't even something like he's doing clandestine outside of that.
Yeah.
She's
on board.
Completely.
Yeah.
She's literally waiting for the go-to at the diner. She's like, I'm just waiting. Bring my kid back. All right. So we turn the page and wait, you're still over there. No, we can stay there.
Yeah.
You tell me if there's more you want to talk about.
No, because that covers it, like that lightning storm.
So and again he says, look, the truth is Dad and them had to go because they would have stood in my way.
Yeah.
I know what I'm trying to do. I know what I want to do. I'm clear in terms of my intent.
Yeah.
And our father would have stopped me.
Yeah.
Flat out. So, this line, I'd murder you all 100 times if it meant bringing her back.
Yeah.
That right there, the only thing that needs to go under that is like Father's Day. Like, make that T-shirt for me, children, because what? I'm 100% keeping it real because as a dad, the world would burn.
Yeah.
If it meant that I could get my kid, what? Ain't no mountain, okay? Like, let me flat out say, not a single one. So we got Madame Albany that's like, look, I promised that me taking over wasn't going to be a thing.
Yeah.
I just want to be in charge because I know I could.
Yeah.
I know I could, and I could do it effectively.
Yeah.
Um,
It fits with what Gabriel's wanting to do.
Yep.
So it just kind of dovetails nicely.
Mm-hmm.
And this bottom panel was like the first moment that I realized I had been tricked.
Why is that? Why is that?
Well, so the shapeshifter is in Moonstone Castle, and he's going for the book that I can't pronounce the name of.
Right.
That has all these dark spells that predate Atlantis and can bring Rosetta back from the dead. And they start to piece together, like, if this book is that powerful, how can it be left so unguarded?
Like, what sense does that make?
Yeah.
Feels strange.
weird.
Very strange. And I love that, here it is behind a little glass door.
Yeah.
Were we really so obedient in the old days? We were told not to touch it.
We didn't.
So we didn't touch it.
Yeah.
Because that power of oh, no.
Yeah.
I know better. I was told no.
Yeah.
So the answer is no. It's kind of funny because it does kind of set everyone else up before that as so obedient that this is bad.
Yeah.
It's bad that you're so obedient.
Yeah.
Because you can play right into the enemy's hands because they know exactly what you've got to work with.
Yeah.
Genius. Absolutely genius. So here we have this moment where Gabriel and Albany are positioned in the notion that Cordelia will be the sacrifice that brings Rosetta back.
Yeah.
And since family seems to be such a big deal, she should be okay with it. You're dying for a reason that's better than everybody else's.
Yeah.
Everyone else was just like they were an obstacle.
Yeah.
You are
you're actually a sacrifice in the truest sense of the word. And the words that Albany's about to eat, I believe you advertise yourself as something of an escapologist. Well, let's see you get out of this.
And that's where she went wrong.
Mm-hmm.
So she says, I already have. That's when you know.
Yeah.
Let's see you get out of this. I already did.
Yeah. Like, that ranks up there with Adrian Veidt in Watchmen. Like, I wouldn't be telling you if I hadn't already done it.
I did that half an hour ago.
Yeah.
Wait, what? Yeah. Duh.
Yeah.
You think I was just going to explain my whole plan and hadn't done it? You could have stopped me.
Yeah.
No. World's smartest man. Again, brilliant. So this is the thing that makes Cordelia so perfect.
Yeah.
The whole time, this entire series, she has been the family black sheep, right? The screw up, the one that does it all wrong.
Yeah.
Goes against the grain, doesn't follow the rules,
Yep.
and consequently suffers in life because of it.
Yeah.
Until this moment.
Yep.
In this moment, she reveals that by breaking the rules, she is the family's greatest hope and only chance at survival.
Yeah.
Why? Because the book that no one else had touched,
She read it
she read it.
page by page from beginning to end. She knows
Memorized
all of
it. Memorized all of this book.
Yeah.
Including the spell needed to resurrect people.
Yeah.
Funny enough, in order to just resurrect some people, you can kind of pick and choose who is going to be the sacrifice.
Yeah.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah. It's
How
so
crazy.
Yeah.
And who does she choose to be the sacrifice?
Ta-da!
She brings back all of the magicians, all of the Moonstone family that were killed by the Venetian.
Yeah.
Brings them all back and sets it up so that literally all of Albany's people that are surrounding her are the sacrifices.
Yeah.
Eat it.
There we go. And just the look in Albany's eyes. Like, Olivier just killed it with that picture because it's just,
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Like this is the moment where it goes gray, and she goes, and it was at that moment Albany realized she messed up.
Yeah, that's the record scratch panel.
That's exactly what it is. Oh God, that's so good. That's so good. Okay, so let me admit this. So when I was first reading it, when I got to this moment and I see her father, and everybody seems like not just on board with this, but like they were waiting for it.
Yeah.
I had the thought that in some way, shape, or form, they had never died.
Yeah.
Like in this moment, I was like, oh my God, they had never died. How is this possible?
Yeah.
I hadn't quite pulled it together that she was flipping it.
Yeah.
So that's my honest to goodness admission. But boom, we do the flip on it, and Albany says, "Impossible! There must be a sacrifice to keep the dead among the living." And Regan, in his fabulousness, so fabulous. I got an eye on one or two possibilities,
and then the wands pop out, and people just start getting exploded. Like, yeah.
Now, I got to take a second to give a shout out to the prize winner, Caleb. And I apologize, Caleb, I can't think of your last name. But Caleb won the opportunity to be drawn into this book, this series. And if you go back, there's a couple of notable spots. He is the young black wizard with the bowler hat and the cool specs. Caleb, unfortunately, does not make it beyond this point in the book.
He got all the way to the end of his role.
Yeah. But he does go out like a G, because where other people heads explode, he manages to dodge and kind of get, his back blown out.
Yeah. So it worked out.
Yeah, he's saving face though, which is awesome. So then the fun comes.
Yeah.
The real thing.
Because like Uncle Edgar has just been this doddering old guy. I mean, he's incredibly affable,
right?
Like the grandpa that you always want to hang out with.
He reminds me of what's the character's name? Smiley in 8 Crazy Nights. That's nobody takes him seriously. Yeah. He's got a pterodactyl on his shoulder. You should always take a guy seriously that has a pet pterodactyl.
That's a warning sign,
right? Pterodactyl. Stretch it out. Yeah. Terror dactyl. Like I'm just throwing it out there. So Cornwall is like, what's going on? Because like Lady Albany was just talking to him.
Yeah.
Like through channels.
And all of a sudden, radio silence and screams. And then Uncle Edgar just standing there. Like, and the fact that he knows.
He does.
I suspect, all right, so Madame Albany, what's happening? And then Uncle Edgar's like, I suspect she's otherwise occupied, Lord Cornwall. Now give me back this tome you've stolen, or I'm afraid you'll have to face the consequences.
He gives him a chance. He's like, look, give it back, or this will happen.
Yeah.
You have the opportunity to walk away. Clearly, and this is up there with I have this thing in movies. Henchman number 5 deserves to die the worst, okay? And the reason for it is you literally watched the good guy just beat the crap out of 4 other people.
Yeah.
What do you think? He's tired? Like
what's your angle?
Right. Like you just watched him kick the snot out of 4 of your associates, right? Your fellow coworkers. He just beat the snot out of, and you think you're going to be the guy?
You're the man.
You're it.
You're next up in the queue.
Like, come on. Yeah. No, you're next up to get knocked out. Like, what are you doing? So in this moment,
but even in that, like the level of badassery,
right? Well, Cornwall thinks, listen, I got this.
Yeah.
You're just Uncle Edgar.
Yeah.
The little cooped up old man who has panic attacks when you go outside.
Yeah.
You stay in here in this castle because you're too scared to go outside.
Yeah. And when Uncle Edgar's like, all right, Isaac the pterodactyl, just can you leave? I don't want you to get hurt.
Dude, he just PG-13 the pterodactyl,
yeah.
Okay? First of all, it's an extinct bird that you're like, hey, I'm going to need you to go away because Papa's about to spank and I don't want to scare you.
Captain's got to teach things.
Captain's going to teach. Captain's going to teach. That's your warning. Like that right there. Somehow, if I was Cornwall, I'd like to think that in that moment I would be like, I feel like you know something.
Yeah.
I feel like I have invaded your territory and I shouldn't have.
Yeah, maybe I've made a mistake.
That would be my question right there. Did I
miscalculated?
Did I offend you? Because I was holding your book.
I apologize.
Right. So Cornwall foolishly wields his wand and says, is this some kind of joke? You're scared to leave the GD house.
And last time Uncle Edgar was out, I killed 1 million people.
That's a statement, okay? Yeah. There's not a presumption. He says it after he's knocked Cornwall out of the walls of the castle. And he literally says, the reason why I'm scared, because I know what happened the last time.
Yeah. And when he goes third person, Uncle Edgar's why Egypt is a desert. Uncle Edgar's why there's half the stars there used to be.
Ladies and gentlemen, first of all, he starts talking in the third person.
Yeah.
That's a problem.
Yeah.
That is, look, let me translate that. in the black community, if somebody starts, not always do,
Yeah.
start speaking in the third person, they are prepared to do something to you that you are not prepared to receive. That's a fact, okay?
It's a warning sign.
Clearly. But you're not paying attention to what he said he did.
Yeah.
I killed 1 million people when I last used my powers. And I would have killed a lot more if these... Is not 1 million people a lot? Like,
Yeah.
okay, let's start with that.
Yeah.
That was the first warning, okay? That's first.
Yeah.
Uncle Edgar is why Egypt is a desert. What?
Yeah.
What was it before? Never mind.
I want to know this. Like, that's the thing is, I want to know the stories behind this. Like, I want
do
to see
too.
like the Uncle Edgar miniseries or one shot. Just
And all it's called is The Last Time.
yeah.
That's it. It could be a series of, look, we can go Death of Superman, nothing but splash pages.
Yeah.
And that's all we see is Uncle. We don't have to know why.
Yeah.
We just need to see that it happened.
Yeah.
Egypt is a desert now, and half the stars are gone. Like the universe used to be brighter.
Yeah.
Before Uncle Edgar.
Which is awesome.
What? What is Uncle? Okay. And of course, he ends it with, "I'm not locked up to protect me from the outside world. I'm locked in here to protect the world from me." And at that moment, he scanners the entire body of Isaac Cornwall. Poor little Isaac
Toodles.
had no idea what he was getting into.
Yeah.
He did not know with whom he was messing with. Okay? He was not ready. No. He didn't know. Okay, so we go back to the real world, and it's Papa Moonstone is having it out with Madame Albany. Can I just say, like, this J.J. Abrams designed choreography of them, like, flying over the streets of L.A., fighting with no one else recognizing what's happening. Like, they are outside of the norm of regular perception. It's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. But this is the moment right here where I was like, oh, snap. She really did have them killed. Like, yes, they kind of brought it up before, but, like, you know, Albany is like, so how did you like being dead? I'm like, yo, don't tease him. What's wrong with you?
He was dead. Like, makes you wonder what's the other side like.
Right, because he was like, I really didn't like it. I didn't have a taste for it.
What? Is there no heaven in this universe?
Right. Or did they go into the reborn world and he didn't like it?
Oh, wow.
Is it all connected? I know. Right. Like, listen, the Millar World model for world building is gospel, right? Like, if you are building your world, okay, this actually, you know what? I'm gonna save this and I'm gonna bring it back at the end. We're gonna keep going on this. What I love is that she still is maintaining her position. Yeah. That all of this was really to earn a sentiment of respect from her father, who did not leave this book to her when she died, or when he died.
Yeah. Which.
Go ahead.
No, I mean, it's stupid.
It is.
Like, it's weird. It's like she doesn't fully embrace being a bad guy at times.
No, because she doesn't think she is.
Yeah.
And that's the best thing about bad guys. Like, a really good bad guy doesn't believe that they are one. But the Arbor Column is not for her for this reason. Like, literally, she instigated the deaths of how many different people just so that she can be in charge and not do anything else.
Yeah.
As he says, like, Papa Moonstone's like, you just proved your dad right.
Yeah.
Like, you're a crappy leader.
You are not a good person.
At all. Like, no, and more no. And he executes her with extreme prejudice. Literally cuts her in half with a swirly of magic energy.
Leonard's pretty badass.
Oh, love him. Love him. And again, all this is happening outside of the realm of natural perception because people are just going on about their days, not paying any attention. Like, I think they're walking through Hollywood Boulevard. Like, that's what makes it so great.
Yeah. The only time people start to notice is when Gabriel starts throwing cars.
And that's where it becomes a problem.
He's in full meltdown mode now. Everything that he has sacrificed, every part of him that he has mortgaged for the chance to bring his daughter back has gone to the poop.
Yeah. And as it's stated here, he just wants to kill everybody.
Yeah.
How do you argue with that guy?
Yeah.
Right?
You can't.
Like, at all. So what I love is that, okay, here we are in this moment where, like, Team Voltron, they've got to work together in order to stop this, because Gabriel has proven to truly be the strongest out of all of them. Like, as the Venetian, he was able to systematically beat all of them individually. There is no telling what he could do if he unleashes his full power, because he was still pretending to not be doing anything.
And he's no longer caring about keeping that veil of secrecy, so he is just going 100%
All
bonkers.
All in. I mean, he gets Gabe, or he gets Regan. It looks like he's literally able to take on any and everybody that's here. And he's like, look, or Cordelia's like, look, this isn't what you set out to do. You just wanted Rosetta back. Why are you still fighting? And he's like, I need the book.
So he's completely blinded, and it's imagine being like the siblings, because you're dealing with a brother that didn't like thought of you as an impediment to his goal. So do you
hold back? Do you go full in on him now? Like, what is that? Again, Cordelia, being the quote unquote black sheep of the family, finds the best solution possible, because even her father is like, we got to fight him.
We have to kill him. Like, that's the only thing they see is killing him is the way to get out of it. And Cordelia, sweet Cordelia,
she's a genius. She goes, look, I brought them back. I'll bring Rosetta back. You take her place. You can't, like, know good and well that there's no way that we can just let you get away with having done this. No way possible. You have to die. You're too much of a risk, too much of an issue. We can't build another thing like Uncle Edgar, right? He's already occupying that one. So if you die for a reason.
Like, if you really, this is your thing, and you're willing to sacrifice everything, sacrifice yourself.
Put yourself there. This is what makes, and this is so crazy, this is what makes Gabriel not Thanos. Thanos was not willing to sacrifice himself. In this moment, Gabriel's willing.
There's a form of redemption in it.
It really is. It's kind of beautiful. It's a form of redemption on his part. It's one on Cordelia's part, because again, as the screw up, she finds a way to settle this peacefully. In a way.
The books are balanced. The balance sheet is even and square.
And it's so awesome. I love it. Like, Leonard's like, don't do this. And she's like, it's the only way.
Because what's the other option?
We're going to keep fighting him?
And like, to stop him, we then have to kill him. Like, he's dead no matter what.
So let's get something out of this worthwhile for us. And she points, says, are you ready? And like, he's ready. Like, he's like, I'm willing to do this if you promise you'll bring her back. You know, he is putting the utmost trust in his sister. And
because it could have been a trick.
It could have. It absolutely could have. And as much as she's like, you know, the family screw up, who knows, right? Like, she could have.
You killed everybody else. What do I have?
Would she have been wrong if she was lying?
No.
Right.
Like, because he has to die, and this is the way to do it.
Let's get. But I think what it ultimately comes back to is, again, the person that broke all the rules and didn't follow the way that things were supposed to go. The irony is that if Gabriel had just gone to her, all of this could have been avoided, because she would have done it. It was her niece. And she loved her niece. She absolutely would have done it. He only didn't go to her because he didn't know that she knew how to do it. That's such a brilliant way to like look at the entire family dynamic and the overestimation, underestimations of different people. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
Oh, it's such a sad moment, because as they're crossing paths, as Rosetta's coming back, and Gabriel's going that direction.
That's what I don't know. Someone is leading Rosetta by the hand, and I don't know who it is, but it's glorious. It's golden. It's beautiful. She looks at her father. He looks so like woeful for what he's done. He is very much so remorseful. But she smiles at him. Like everything's okay.
And in that moment, redemption
is there. Is right there.
And then we go to the next page, and that's now where Leonard Moonstone is dealing with the fact that he has lost his son.
Yes.
Gabriel is gone.
Yes.
He was the golden boy.
He was. he was the chance to keep the Moonstone name going.
Yeah.
You know, Regan wasn't going to have kids. Clearly, Cordelia maybe shouldn't have kids. You know,
Yeah, there's,
but you know, it's so sad. And a voice from behind.
yeah.
Aunt Cordelia, is that you?
Oh,
She hasn't missed a beat.
Yeah.
She's not aware that she died.
yeah.
So however long this has been, it's nothing for her.
Yeah.
In her mind, the last thing she remembers, she was playing in the cellar
lightning.
and she teleported to this point.
Yeah. That's
At
it.
best, that's what she knows.
Which-
And
Yeah.
that's so beautiful. What? So here's the thing. In this moment, this is where I wonder what Edgar is, because they ask, okay, I recall him, you know, where is it?
Yeah.
And the statement is, oh, don't worry, Edgar will have taken care of
Yeah.
it. And the question is, as in Uncle
Yeah.
Edgar? Like,
It's a long story, kid. Yeah, because he's been locked in there thousands of years.
and everyone would have been like, you know, all the new kids would have been like, Uncle Edgar can't do squat. Like, what are you talking about? They're
Yeah.
like,
We'll tell you in a little bit.
when you're older, when you, your father and I will fill you in when you're a little older. This is Regan that's asking
Yeah.
this question. Regan is a grown ass man.
Yeah.
So when they're like, we'll tell you when you're older, what level is this?
Yeah,
like,
what is going on?
wow.
And the sly way Olivier drew Edgar looking back, like fourth wallish with, like, it's cool.
So good, so good. The pterodactyl comes back, and Edgar, of course, is like, "Don't worry, my darling boy. Edgar's nasty temper is back under control again." That was just his temper.
Yeah,
There's a puddle with bone sticking
yeah,
out of it.
and he's covered in blood, like the kind of covered in blood that you don't get, like you played.
Yeah, like he did stuff after he killed, and he's naked.
Yeah, he's naked.
Like it blew his clothes off. What level of? I don't even.
That's the assumption that it blew his clothes off. Like,
You're right. You're right.
He
You're
took
right.
out half the stars in the
You're
sky.
right.
There's
This could
something.
have just been how he gets down.
Yeah.
I don't even know.
It's his thing.
You're right.
Oh my
my God.
Edgar.
So
Oh.
Louise, still waiting in the diner, realizes that it ain't what it's supposed to
Yeah, and seeing. Oh my gosh.
be. Yeah,
she
Cordelia,
knew.
the librarian, walk in, and I love this. I think a little Tolstoy seems appropriate
Yeah.
after everything you've been up to. She's like, what? All of a sudden, she is warped into the pages of Crime and Punishment.
Yeah.
And gets filed away in the library.
Oh my gosh.
I
would
immediately go
suck.
Addams Family
Yeah.
and the notion of the living books.
Yeah.
Oh, so genius.
The Magician's Graveyard.
How do you mourn a killer?
Right?
Your killer,
Yeah.
even.
Your son killed you,
Mm-hmm.
killed the rest of his siblings, or was intending to. The other people that were just kind of ancillary, like the librarian and that, drowning her in a car.
Oh my God.
Ugh.
That was so messed up. Leonard now gets it.
Yeah.
Having lost his son, he now understands why Gabriel went through the lengths
Yeah.
that he did. Can you imagine? Okay, so in this moment, obviously Leonard feels woe. Is he woeful because of Leonard's own actions? They couldn't sacrifice Albany to bring back Gabriel because Leonard had already killed her.
Yeah.
So like he's looking at it like, I screwed up. If I had just waited and not killed Albany,
You would have had.
you could have sacrificed her to do this.
Oh,
like Cordelia had the
yeah.
ability to sacrifice
Yeah.
her to calm all this down,
And
and he can't do it.
yeah. There's so many layers. to
Right?
that, because it's.
Or is it a thing of him looking at it saying, I could have prevented this?
I could,
If I had been
all of the
willing-
above,
Yeah.
If I had
man.
been willing to do this
Yeah.
in the first place.
We
Like,
could have none of this would
yeah,
have happened.
Yeah, we could have opened up the book. We could have done this.
Right.
Yeah. Oh.
If I mean, because in this moment he fully understands
Yeah.
what it means to lose a child, and
Yeah.
even with Cordelia herself, her own origin story was she was an aborted fetus
Yeah, and
that
escaped.
forced itself to life.
Yeah.
Like what?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Crazy.
It's so hard. Like
It's-
it's
oh.
tough to read this as a father because you're seeing that. Like he now fully understands what Gabriel was going through.
Yes.
Like Gabriel is no longer he did crazy stuff.
Yes.
But he gave his own life
Yeah.
to accomplish his goal.
The son becomes the father becomes the son.
Yeah.
Literally, right in this moment. I love that in this moment he realizes that a new direction is needed.
Yeah.
And what would have been his thought of what is right is no longer. You
Yeah.
know, his golden boy is gone, but the one who did it all was the one that he seemed to think of the least.
Yeah.
And has given over leadership of the Magic Order to Cordelia.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Like, it's a beautiful thing, and I love this moment here. I just don't have the heart for it anymore, Cordelia. Losing Gabriel was one thing. Dying for that little while also made me realize I have more regrets than I expected.
Yeah.
He has the opportunity to do better,
Right.
and wants to.
Yeah. Wants to make things right with Cordelia's mother.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like he now he knows. Like he knows what he's left on the table, and he has a chance to
fix it.
Yeah.
You know, Cordelia has given him that. You know,
Yeah.
again, the black sheep of the family has
Yeah.
given him the opportunity to make better on
Yeah.
all the things that he did wrong in life. It's so good. She's ready to back out and be like, nah,
Oh, yeah.
you know, I can't be a part of this
She
anymore.
broke all the
obviously.
rules.
I broke all of them.
Yeah.
Like, not even like some.
Yeah.
Literally all of them.
Yeah.
But he's like, look, you also saved us all.
Yeah.
You know, if you weren't you,
Everybody be dead. Like everybody.
everybody. So literally, you get the top spot, and you know she's like, "There's no way anyone else is gonna agree to this.
Yeah.
No way." And he's like, "It was unanimous.
Yeah.
Like we all agreed
Yeah.
that
Looking at what she did,
none of us would be here without you.
'Cause
Like literally,
the level of mental gymnastics that she had to go through
Oh
to
my
get to
God.
that point. Like who else would be better?
how do you
to
doubt
lead?
that skill?
Yeah.
She memorized the book that everybody else was too scared to touch.
Yeah.
She memorized that
Yeah.
book. Come on.
Yeah.
That's come on. You can't.
It's critical out of the box thinking that none of the other ones have.
unconventional. Would you say?
Yeah.
I would absolutely say that.
She survived her own abortion. Like,
You can't stop this woman.
yeah, you can't.
Literally.
Whatever she decides to do, she's going to do.
She was not a person and was still like, you're not stopping me.
Yeah.
I'm here.
No.
Probably the greatest showcase of his turnaround
Mhm.
of consideration is he gives her the Moonstone mantle
Yeah.
as the lead magician because on the stage there has always been a Moonstone.
Yeah.
And it's such a wonderful thing for them to connect and find
Yeah.
a place.
What is also really cool is the switch.
Yeah.
He's no longer wearing the top hat.
No.
So he is completely passed that mantle on. So he's now got it's sweet fedora.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
He's ready to be Leonard Moonstone.
Yeah.
Period. And allow her to be the
Yeah.
next best thing. What I adore is this little catch up on where everyone is. Everyone's gone back to their regular lives. Not missing a beat, which is
Yeah.
beautiful. Uncle Edgar, man, still
He scares me now.
he does. What I love is Leonard saying, perhaps it's time to get a key for this one. Yeah, the glass case might not be enough. You might want to.
Yeah. Everybody's on the honor system.
Yeah, this honor system thing. Cut it out.
Yeah.
Cut it
The
out.
thing is, how did Cordelia sneak in and read all of that book without Edgar knowing? Edgar knew.
Oh yeah, he had to know.
Yeah.
He had to know. But okay, I mean, let's keep it real. Are we saying that a dude that can put out half the stars can't see the future? He probably knew
Yeah.
that it would be needed at some point.
Yeah.
Or he just liked the fact that she was willing to do it.
Yeah.
Like he's like, you know what, I like you.
Like you.
You're a bad one. You're good.
You remind me of myself.
Exactly. Oh my God, that's so good. But yeah, this is beautiful. She is taking to the stage, and she's keeping the Moonstone tradition alive and going. I love this moment with Regan and Rosetta asking. You know, she's asking Uncle Regan, "Will I be in the order when I grow up?" And he's like, "You will. Your children and your children's children."
Yeah.
It is the legacy. It is
You're a
beautiful.
moonstone.
I believe that does this mean that, or at least it probably does, that Rosetta is living with Regan? Because I think that would be
yeah.
brilliant.
Yeah.
You know, in terms of parenting,
Yeah.
I think it would be fantastic.
Yeah.
So
And Leonard was, it felt to me like Leonard was upset with Reagan because he was never going to have that kid.
Right.
Like it was all on Gabriel.
right
And now,
here it is.
Yeah.
like Regan gets to be the one that usher in that future
Yeah.
that no one thought was possible. That's what makes this so freaking good. Everything that was set up in the beginning was all a feint.
Yep.
Everything.
It's all like,
Psych.
Yeah.
Psych your mind, booty shine. And again, we turn the page to an awesome ad, but then the greatest sadness of all time, knowing that there is a volume 2 in the works, and we have to wait however long in order to do it.
Yeah, not
oh
cool.
my God. I would,
not cool. It's like, it kind of sucks.
It does.
Because I've absolutely
I
loved this.
miss them now.
Yeah.
Like, I miss them.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Magic Order number 6. Great run. Man. When this is a show, movie,
I'm going to block out time because
don't even look for me.
I'll be unreachable.
Yeah, don't even look for me, man. I'm going to grab like 3 hot and ready pizzas.
And then just,
I might get diapers, so I don't even have to go. Like, even though it's on a streaming platform, I might get diapers and just watch it like that.
oh, it's so liberating.
Yeah. Wait, what? Good night, everybody.